Hello, my name is Chris, and today I would like to wish you a very happy, peaceful and prosperous new year. And I thought while I'm here, I might as well spend a couple of minutes reflecting on the year that was, on how 2020 went for me. To be honest, it went quite well. Obviously, I have a tremendous amount of empathy for anyone who suffered in any way this year. The people who lost loved ones due to COVID or due to anything else, to people who lost jobs, to people who struggled financially, to people whose physical and or mental health was impacted by the events of the past year. I absolutely do hope that 2021 is a much kinder year for you. But I have to be honest, that my own experience was that 2020 was quite a positive and successful year in terms of achieving what I set out to achieve at the start of the year. The goals I set for myself in January, before I even knew that COVID was a thing, I got them done, and I think it's okay and it's right and it's appropriate for me to celebrate that. I don't feel like I say, although I empathize with people who have suffered, I don't think it's right to only focus on the suffering and only focus on everything being terrible and going, well, I know you had a rough year, so I won't even mention my good news. Because I don't think that benefits anybody. I think it's right and appropriate to celebrate what has been good about this year. And for me, what has been good has been finishing my hypnotherapy practitioner's diploma portfolio. Hypnotherapy practitioner's diploma portfolio. Seems like a lot of words. But I finished the portfolio literally like two and a half hours ago. All of my case studies, all of my written assignments on this tiny USB stick that I popped in the post to my tutors, so hopefully they can take a look at it before I turn up to next weekend to graduate from the course and become a qualified hypnotherapist, which is amazing and scary and exciting and all the feelings. It's really good, and I've really worked hard, and I'm proud to get to this point. And it has been the great joy of my life over the past 12 months to see how this hypnotherapy can actually help other people. Yes, it's awesome to have the qualification. Yes, it's awesome that after next week I get to put some letters after my name like a fancy pants man. But the big joy really, the reason why 2020 has been so good is that I've watched other people come for sessions with me and use our time to make big positive changes in their own lives and to bring something good out of 2020 for themselves. That's what's been so amazing about it. It's the same feeling I get when I hear from you about, the difference that my videos have made in your life. Like I say all the time, I never take this for granted. I still imagine that every video is just going to be me talking to myself, and then you show up and let me know that you're there, and I do genuinely appreciate it. And it's the same feeling of, I'm so grateful that anything I should say has made any kind of difference. And I thank you for your support, and I thank you, for letting me be just a tiny part of your journey. So like I say, I finished the portfolio, put it in the post. And I was joking with a friend saying, I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried that this portfolio is going to go missing in the post and never reaches my tutor. I'm not worried that I've done any of the questions wrong and I'm going to fail the course. I'm not worried at all. Complete lie. Of course I was worried. Or look, worried's probably a strong word. Of course, those thoughts crossed my mind. What if? Well, if the portfolio goes missing in the post, I made a backup. if I did get a question wrong, I'm 99.99% certain my tutor will say, that's not quite right, can you just fix that? I'm also 99.999% certain that I've done the best that I could and that it's good enough. But I'm also not going to beat myself up about being worried. I think it was appropriate and right to spend 10 months working really, really hard on something that was important to me and then have a little bit of anxiety about it. I think that was appropriate. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to spend the rest of today and the rest of this week obsessing over it and mulling over what could go wrong over and over again. I don't think that would be appropriate. But to have just that little bit of, what if? Yeah, that's probably okay. It's probably okay to have that feeling. And I think if I've learned anything over the course of the past 12 months, that is it. It's about having appropriate responses to different things. I'm pretty sure I've shared this with you anyway. Over summer, I lost my wallet. And I had about 5 minutes of going, oh shit, what am I going to do? Followed by, oh God, Chris, you are a dumbass. How have you lost your wallet? And all these negative feelings. And I think that was appropriate. I think it's appropriate. If I'd just gone, lost my wallet, couldn't care less. Right? Well, no, because that's got my, access to my bank and I needed to get home and on the train and all these kind of things. So it was appropriate to have 5 minutes of just going, this is a bad thing and I need to do something. I don't think it would have been appropriate to absolutely kick my own arse and start negative self-talk. It's okay to go, God, that was stupid. And then go, yeah, it was, but it was an accident, Chris. You didn't do it on purpose. Let it go. If I'd started going, God, Chris, you are the worst, and this is just a perfect example of why you're the worst, and because you're the worst, you might as well just self-sabotage right now. And it would have been inappropriate to bring things very briefly on topic. It would have been very inappropriate to go, I've lost my wallet, this is bad and stressful. Do you know what I should do? I should light a cigarette and fill my body full of poison and smoke and all kinds of terrible things. Because that's going to do anything good, right? So I've learned that it's okay sometimes to have these negative reactions to things, but not a negative overreaction. If there was a tiger here in front of me, and the tiger was very, very hungry and it saw me, do tigers even eat human beings? I don't know. Let's just say that they do. Let's say there's a tiger and he loves human flesh and he wants to eat me right now. It would be inappropriate for me to go, hey tiger, none of that here, good vibes only. Yeah, right? Can you imagine a tiger going, yeah, do you know what, you're entirely right, good vibes only, never mind. Wouldn't happen. Sometimes we need a stress response. Sometimes we need a little bit of fear or anxiety. But only a little bit, and it has to be appropriate. And I think that is the big lesson that I've learned this year, is to be kinder. I'm always learning how to be kinder to myself, but I think that has been the big lesson for me this year. It's about appropriate responses. Sometimes, yeah, it's okay to be pissed off, it's okay to be frustrated, it's okay to be upset, disappointed, worried, or a little bit anxious. It's when those feelings spiral out of control and I start beating myself up or start engaging in self-destructive behaviours that it becomes, and I'm not even going to say not okay, I'm just going to say not helpful. Like I say, if I'm having a stressful day, it's not helpful for me to go, shit, give me a cigarette. Because it's just not helpful. This day is going badly, so I'm going to react respond to this bad day by choking and poisoning myself. It makes no sense. I had absolutely no idea where I was going to go with this video today. Santa Claus brought me a new video camera. He also brought me a bunch of accessories for the video camera which didn't work. So I just thought I'd test out the camera by talking for 10-15 minutes, see how it goes. In the new year, I'm aware that over the last couple of weeks I haven't really spoken much about quitting smoking. So in the new year, we're going to get back to the usual kind of content that I post on this channel about quitting smoking. But as I've said before, I'm also going to talk about a few other things as well that I think are important or helpful, or just at least good to talk about. My belly is rumbling. I really hope that the camera doesn't pick that up. So I am going to go and have something to eat and celebrate the new year peacefully and quietly. I hope that you're safe, I hope that you're well, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. I will see you in 2021.